Everybody thinks that when you want to sell your home, that you should always fix it up and sell it. And let me just tell you, from owning a brokerage and being and investing in real estate for the past 12 years, that is not always the case. It's always important to make sure you understand the numbers and you understand the situation to determine if you should fix up your home before you sell it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of fixing up your home before you sell it so you're more aware and you can make the best decisions for you and your family. Now, obviously, if your house is a dump and you want to sell it to owner occupants, people that want to live there, it's probably a good idea to fix it up, right? But if you're selling your property to an investor and it's a dump, then you kind of want to look and see what's my as-is value and how much would I need to put in the property to get X, and does that make sense? So I'm going to give you a few more tips that you can analyze to determine if you should fix up your home before selling. Number one, so the biggest pro that you have to fixing up your home before selling it is that you increase the value of the home. Obviously, right? Obviously, if your house needs a new roof, a broken AC, has some broken windows, and the flooring needs to be replaced, it's not going to be as valuable as if you fix up those things. So if you have the budget and if you have the time, fixing up your home is a great way to increase the value of the home and potentially make more profit. Another pro is that you can have more interested buyers. Now let me tell you, when your home is a dump, when it's a fixer-upper, let's say out of 10 buyers, 2 of them want to buy a fixer-upper. The other 8 don't. They're busy. They got kids. They got jobs. They got other stuff they're trying to do. They got vacation they're planning for. They just want to have a move-in ready home they can move their things into. So out of the 10, instead of having all 10 or 8 interested in your home, you may only have 2 out of the 10. So fixing up your home allows you to have a bigger market to market the property to and have more people who are potentially interested in your home to see if it's a good fit for them. Another pro is faster sale time. Normally when your home is priced right, move-in ready, your home is always going to sell faster typically than the same situation, but your home is like a fixer-upper. There's tons of repairs to be made. It's typically just going to take longer for it to sell for the same reasons I just told you for the previous point. If you have only 2 out of 10 buyers who are interested in your home, well now you got to wait longer to figure out those 2 out of the 10, when are they actually going to show up to the home and be interested enough to make an offer. And then one of the best reasons to fix up your home before you sell it is for the opportunity to get more profit, right? That's like the number one reason, because if you weren't going to get more profit, would you really want to do it, okay? So getting more profit is another big reason to fix up your home before you sell it. Now let's talk about some cons, okay? Because one big con is that you may have to spend more money than you anticipated. Meaning, you may think, okay, I should fix the roof and fix some electrical thing, and I need to replace, do some electrical repairs. Well, you may think it's going to cost this much, but it ends up costing this much. And with the amount that it would cost you, if you really analyzed it, your ROI really wouldn't be that much different than if you sold the home as is. And so you always want to consider the cost of things before you get into it, because it might cost you more money in the long run where it just didn't really make sense. Now, here's something most people wouldn't think of. Sometimes by fixing up your home, it may take longer to find a buyer when you're selling in a season where the buyer demand decreases. Here's what I mean by that. Let's take 2022, for example. Homes were selling like hotcakes. You could literally throw your home up on the wall and receive offers and sell it at the end of 2021 and pretty much the first half of 2022, right? So homes that weren't even renovated, updated, still had, a few issues here and there. They were still selling for well over asking price because they were able to take advantage of that market. But guess what? If someone, let's say in the month of May or June, didn't sell their home there because they wanted to make a few repairs, and let's say the repairs weren't major, they were just repairs to appease buyers, okay? Let's say that someone had a home in the months of May and June, and instead of putting their home on the market, they wanted to do a few more repairs to try to appease buyers. They're not even repairs that were, say, major that would, make or break a deal, but they just wanted to appease the type of buyers that would buy their home. So instead of listing it and selling it in the months of May and June, let's say just because of life and, taking the time to do those repairs, they didn't put the house on the market until September, October. Well, two things are going to happen. One, no matter what, in this market, it would have taken them longer to sell the home than it would have earlier in the year. And then number two, there's a good chance they could have gotten a lot less for the home than they could have earlier in the year. So again, it's important to evaluate every situation, understand the market, and make sure that everything is in alignment and makes sense for a good strategy and a good game plan. Another con for doing a lot of renovations on your home before you sell it is the stress that comes with renovations. Yes, the stress of it. Imagine living in your home and having contractors coming in and out of your home every day to update and renovate your kitchen. And you can't cook when you want to cook. They're coming early before you wake up. You're waiting for them before you go to work, and they come late, and now you can't leave to go to work. There's so many things that cause frustrations for homeowners when making major renovations with their home. So you just have to understand that, understand where you're at in life, what season are you in, and are these things that you can deal with the frustration, you can deal with the stress, or is it too much for you where you'd rather just sell your home as is and move on? I mean, we have a project management company for this very reason, to help reduce the stress and the frustration and the risk for homeowners and investors. And then the big con that I've slowly mentioned from time to time in this video is it may not be worth it in the long run. Here's what I mean. If you're going to spend $40,000 to make an extra $5,000, it's probably not worth it, because think about it. That's estimated $40,000. But let's say something is more than what it seemed like it was going to cost. Let's say the budget increases from 40 to 44, 40 to 45, 40 to 43. Well, now that 5,000 isn't 5,000 anymore. Now it's zero. Now it's 1,000. Now it's 2,000. And it took you 2 months. It took you a month. It took you time and frustration and all this stuff. And so you have to ask yourself, was it even worth it in the first place? So it's so important when you're looking at fixing up your home before you sell it. It's so important to understand, what is it going to cost to fix it up? What's it going to be worth? And how much is my net profit going to be? And if my net profit doesn't seem that great compared to the time and the money I'm having to put in, then let's start backtracking. Is there another strategy? Is there another way to spend less money, right? Fix up in less time, but either get the same profit, if not more profit, and just sell it to the right type of buyer. So I hope this helped. Hope you loved this video. If you loved it, hit the like button. That way it gives us feedback so we can make great content for you. Also hit the subscribe button so we can stay in touch, stay engaged. And we appreciate you guys. Love you. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.